Bash in Berlin 2024 was perfect, down to the last minute detail. The German crowd was an absolute joy, and throughout the entire card, it was all hits, no misses. Now, for those of you who have seen my green screen shenanigans before, I don't normally do this kind of thing. I'm usually looking back at the golden era of the WWE Network or an older episode of professional wrestling. You know, times when I was less depressed and thinking about my impending doom. That was supposed to be funny. But seriously, Bash in Berlin delivered. WWE continuing their generational run with this being the highest grossing arena show ever. One thing I really do appreciate about the Triple H era is he says, "Look, Stephanie, I'm not afraid to take the World Wrestling Federation on the road. We'll go to Europe, we'll go to Japan, we'll go anywhere." And it is very much appreciated. Now, why don't you go ahead and announce when that WrestleMania in London's gonna be, okay, you bald fraud? The show begins with a world title match as Cody Rhodes took on Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE title. A match that absolutely delivered so much that Cody was pulling out submission holds that we rarely see from him. This dude Cody reached into his bag of tricks and pulled out a master ball and said, "Woo, I got you all tonight." These two men work so well together, and it truly is great to see Kevin Owens back in the spotlight rather than just being a backup dancer for Cody Montana. Kevin Owens is truly one of the greatest of all time in my opinion, and I think it's only a matter of time before he wins a title again, but that wasn't here. Towards the end of the match, Cody going for a cutter from the top rope before his knee would buckle, and Kevin would hesitate to take advantage. For a split second right there, Kevin was kind of like, I'm gonna, you know what, ref, just get him a med kit, get him a shield pod, I'll wait. It's kind of like how at Money in the Bank 2011, John Cena audibly after punching people power in the jaw is like, that's not how I'm gonna win this fight. Or if you want a bit more of a current day reference, it's kind of like in the male 2K24 My Rice story at WrestleMania when you go out the ring and punch the Miz in the face. Kevin eventually gives in to the KO of old and takes out Cody's knee, but then as the Venom symbiote is possessing his very being, he says, "No, I'm not gonna powerbomb you on the apron." They then trade moves and stunners and near falls, with Cody even hitting 2 crossroads and Owens countering the third. Cody Rhodes would eventually retain, but what a match between these two. After the match, both men would embrace, and Kevin perhaps showing some frustration, shoving the camera away. And listen, Kevin, I know you're watching right now. I know everybody's like, "Oh, what a good upstanding citizen he is. What a good guy. No, fuck that. Kevin, I need you to go to that darker place. Hear the voices in your head. Let the evil consume you. I need you to become the Kevin Owens of old, for it is the only way you can save your wife, Padme." I may have watched Revenge of the Sith again recently. One cool thing that WWE keeps doing during these shows this summer is showing a decibel marker to show how insanely loud it is in the arena. Multiple times on this night, it reached well over 100 decibels. I'm pretty sure it was during Randy Orton's entrance where that thing hit like 115, keynote to Toten style. Up next was Alba Fyre and Isla Dawn, aka Goth Girls Are Clear, against, wait no, hang on, Black Women Are Elite 2, Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair. This is another match on the card that absolutely delivered in my opinion. However, I kinda sorta just maybe like a little bit feel like you had the wrong winners here. Sorry. I love Jade and Bianca, I really do, but I don't think you really established Isla and Alba as dominant champions enough yet. Both women are incredibly decorated and successful around the world, and especially if you know ball about NXT UK, but on main roster, I don't really think you've done that enough yet. Like Triple H not so long ago was like, "Hey, they're not transitional champions, it's not just because we're in Scotland, it's because they earned it." Also, Triple H takes the title off them as soon as he can. I do have to go ahead and say though, Jade Cargill, take a bow. My girl, you are a star. And she has already improved so much in that period of time compared to where she was. She's becoming smooth and showing how dominant she can be, and if everything goes according to plan, that Bianca Belair rivalry is gonna hit like Ric Flair crack in the 90s. I'm talking woo. This shit is gonna move us forward 100 years. It's gonna move mountains. It's gonna be stupendous. In the words of my fucking guy, Booker T. But yeah, overall, a fun match. I'm a fan of them all. I just feel like maybe we go ahead and do something unique and less formulaic for Jade and Bianca next time. Because the whole hot tag power sequence is slightly 5 moves of doomish. And I mean, hell, if you really want to make things interesting, just go ahead. A SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 TLC match live on Raw. I'm not talking about like Jade and Bianca in a TLC match. I'm talking about them being in SVR 2011, playing the game, and then putting the titles on the line in the game, okay? Maybe face Carlito and Finn Balor since they fucking love WWE games so much. Okay, I'm giving this one 2.5 out of 5 flames. Up next, it was time for my favorite match on the card, my king, my best in the world, CM Punk against Drew McIntyre. I don't think I've ever seen a greater strap match, and if I have forgotten it now. There was blood, there was drama, there was violence. It was wonderful. There was even a sharpshooter in the middle of the match from CM Punk for all of us that are more Bret Hart inclined and live, breathe, and ejac Bret Hart. CM Punk proving why he is still the best in that ring, on this microphone, and even at commentary, nobody can touch him. He eventually delivers around 1 million GTSs to Drew McIntyre. Like, seriously, Phil, you must have enabled infinite finishes from WWE 2K14, and then he goes ahead and wins the match, but Jesus Christ. And also during the finish of the match, he goes ahead and takes back the bracelet that Drew McIntyre stole from him, the one that means a lot to him because it's got his wife's name on it, shout out to AJ Lee, and it's also got Larry the dog's name on it as well. And he takes it back and he kisses it. The same one that's been on his Scottish balls. Wait a minute. Wait, hang on a second. What's...
The Rock just got word.
It's time for another episode of National Geographic. At this time of day, at this time of the year, in this part of the country, localized entirely within a Deonte DDJ YouTube video?
Is this a fake video?
Here today on National Geographic, instead of looking at an insane crowd sign, we're actually going digital to look at this insanely real tweet of the week. Coming from Twitter user CM Punk Dilf. CM Punk Dilf, real. Twitter user CM Punk Dilf, who summed up CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. I hate sports. Thank God professional wrestling is just gay porn. And let me go ahead and tell you something. It is on my Mount Rushmore of gay... What's the deal with airline food? Seriously, I mean, these lovely women walking up and down the aisle, these air pilot, these guys in the sky, big, you know, the battle bus up there. Here's some food. I'm trying to take a fucking nap, and this is quite nice actually. What is this, shortbread? Thank you so much. I appreciate what you do. Can I also get a coffee with that? Or I'm giving this one 4.89 flames out of 5. I loved it. And for as much as I did love this match, I also know that at Bad Blood in a month, they're gonna run it back.
Definitely the end of me and Drew McIntyre. What's next for me is I'm going to take a long hot shower. I'm going to try to find some donuts, and I got myself a main event to watch because I'm very interested in the results. Gunther versus Randy Orton, and some people like to say may the best man win, but in this case, may the best man win because the better man is coming for you. I want the gold. I'm coming for you, sucker.
Maybe fucking not then. What? You know, even though I know it's not gonna happen, I know it's 99% delusion. A CM Punk world title run in 2024-25. I need it. We need it. We cannot replace it. Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley, the Terror Twins against Dirty Dom and, I recently went ahead and channel banned that person, and fellas, I may have gone too far. I may have gone too far with channel banning her for the rest of 2024. I crashed out. That's my bad, y'all. This one's on me. I will go ahead and say, though, I'm really glad that the technology doesn't exist where you can read my mind through a video, and I'm sure glad that no one knows that the inner monologue in my head is that of the voice of Triple H.
Ain't no good lying, bitch!
That wasn't about... This match was absolutely terrific, though, all jokes aside. It even had Wade Barrett name-dropping Eli Cottonwood, of all bloody people. The crowd absolutely lost it when Rhea finally got her hands on Dom Dom and clocked his ass. Now listen, fellas, if I'm allowed to speak, if I'm allowed to say something. Rhea Ripley versus Dominic Mysterio in the future, if we're feeling spicy. There's a great spot in this match where Dom takes an insane spinning bump on the announce table, so props to him. I do just want to go ahead and say, like, I know I joke around a lot about the running joke with Dirty Dom and, you know, all of that thing, and it's all fun and jokes and everything, but genuinely, Dominic Mysterio, what a fucking star. Seriously, the fact that this guy, his transformation is... It's inspirational, actually. This guy was some stupid, borderline fat Thank you, Scott Steiner. He had this short, shitty little trim. He was wearing this goofy attire looking like he was in Henry Danger or something. This dude came in, hey dad, I just want to help you against, oh, why is Buddy Murphy banging my sister? Oh, that guy, loser. Dominic Mysterio now would eat that guy for breakfast. He's been in the yard, he's survived prison, he's a dog. Eventually, the Judgment Day comes down to ringside for all the shenanigans you'd expect, but it doesn't stop Rhea from pinning Liv with what she's now calling the pretzel pin. Or you know, what a realist like me calls it, heaven. I'm giving this match 4.25 flames out of 5. These three superstars are absolutely brilliant. Finally, we had Gunther versus Randy Orton, with Randy's entrance damn near blowing the roof off the arena, and you absolutely love to see it. But Gunther, man, oh my god, he's so special. He's generational. It makes me cry. Gunther, Gunther, smash this mom. What did I just say? What the f? I also want to go ahead and do an impromptu segment right here. Stupid motherfucker tweet of the week. For that person that tried to make it seem like Ludwig Kaiser was being like, you know, doing the thing. I'm not even going to bring it up because it's fucking stupid, but no, stop. Don't do that. Don't fucking do that to him. Don't try and get him fired for that stupid shit. But yeah, we've been known how special Gunther is ever since that man's name was fucking Volta, okay? But ooh-wee, this match hit like a Wagamama's chicken katsu curry. My good lord, with some gyozas at the side. Oh my good lord. It was just masterful from both these decorated and incredible wrestlers, with eventually Randy passing out to Gunther's sleeper hold as both men shook hands after the match. Some people were saying that the crowd was trying to hijack the match with the Mexican wave and the chants and everything, and to that I just want to say, are you familiar with European crowds or not? I'm doing the Negan thing. Rick. They were not trying to hijack the show. That's not what they were doing. Like, for any of my fellow football fans out there, and I'm talking about football, you know exactly how a night in Europe is, okay? You know the Champions League, you know the Europa League, you know these European crowds like to sing, they like to get rowdy, it's just how it is. To go ahead and quote my boy John Bradshaw Layfield, who apparently is showing up every fucking where nowadays, I don't know what he's doing. This man waltzed into TNA like, big match Dolph, he's done it again. I don't know why he's... But yeah, to quote John Bradshaw Layfield, they're having fun, and we love it that they are. This match did feature something very rare in Gunther's career, being that he actually went a solid few minutes without landing any offense on Randy, and Randy just kind of picked him apart. But you know how it goes with Gunther, okay? Being the dominant, incredible wrestler, restoring this great sport to what it should be. I just can't see him losing the title anytime soon. He may hold that all the way till WrestleMania in London in 2027. Imagine if I'm right. He spent 75% of his WWE career as a champion, and short reigns, well, they don't really work for him, brother.